Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news. Now folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFC North, you know that the Chicago Bears are at a critical crossroads this season. We're only a few weeks in, but the signs are already pointing to some significant shifts, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And trust me, the latest developments could be a real game changer for this franchise. The Bears' defense, which was once considered a strength, has shown some cracks after just 3 games. It's a bit concerning because, historically, the Bears have built their identity on a tough, gritty defense. But this season, especially under new defensive coordinator Dennis Allen, things haven't exactly been smooth sailing. The fans have voiced their frustrations, even after a decent win in Week 3, which suggests that the optimism of a fresh start is being tempered by reality. The question now is, what can the Bears do to fix this? How do they bolster a defense that's been underwhelming compared to expectations? Well, here's where things get interesting. The front office, led by General Manager Ryan Poles, seems to be exploring options. And folks, there's a pretty compelling one on the table right now, a veteran safety who could bring a lot of experience, versatility, and grit to the Chicago defense. I'm talking about none other than CJ. Gardner Johnson, or CJGJ as he's often called. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, let's backtrack a little. The Houston Texans, surprisingly, decided to release CJGJ on Monday, according to NFL insider Ian Rappaport. That's right, a veteran safety with a proven track record is suddenly available, and the Bears are reportedly in the mix. But what makes this even more intriguing is Gardner Johnson's history and connection with the Bears' coaching staff, particularly defensive coordinator Dennis Allen. These two have a long-standing relationship, dating back to their days together with the New Orleans Saints. CJGJ spent his first 3 NFL seasons with the Saints after being drafted 105th overall in 2019. During his time there, he made a significant impact. He appeared in 43 games, starting 31 of them, and recorded an impressive 161 tackles, with 122 of those being solo stops. He also added 12 quarterback hits, defended 28 passes, forced a fumble, and snagged 5 interceptions. What makes CJGJ stand out is his versatility. The Saints used him all over the field, cornerback, safety, and even linebacker at times. That kind of adaptability is rare and extremely valuable in today's NFL, especially for a team like the Bears that needs to plug in a reliable player who can perform multiple roles. And you know what's even more interesting? CJGJ has spoken highly of his time working with Dennis Allen. He's openly appreciated how Allen pushed him to be gritty and hardworking, traits that the Bears could certainly use more of in their secondary. Back in the day, CJGJ was known as a fiery, aggressive player, always giving 110%, and that's exactly what the Bears need right now, particularly with the injury situation in their secondary. Speaking of injuries, this next part is huge. The Bears are currently dealing with a serious setback at the cornerback position. Jaylon Johnson, their star corner, is expected to be out for a long stretch, possibly the rest of the season due to a groin injury. That leaves a big hole in the secondary, and the young replacement, Tyrique Stevenson, hasn't quite lived up to expectations so far. That's why bringing in a veteran like CJGJ makes so much sense. He's not just a safety, he's a player who can also provide depth at cornerback if needed, thanks to his versatility. If you think about it, the Bears are in a position where they need to think outside the box. They want to stay competitive, especially with their offense looking promising thanks to Justin Fields and his development. But defense wins championships, and right now, that unit needs a spark. CJGJ could be the spark plug that ignites a more aggressive, cohesive effort on the back end. Imagine him lining up at safety, providing leadership, and even shifting into a cornerback role if necessary. His familiarity with the coaching staff, having worked with Allen before, means he could integrate quickly and contribute immediately. And let's not forget, CJGJ isn't just a stopgap. He's a player with Super Bowl experience, And that kind of winning mentality can be contagious in a locker room that's eager to climb back into playoff contention. The Bears, under Ryan Poles and head coach Matt Eberflus, are clearly looking to build a team that can compete now and in the future. Signing a player like CJGJ could be a sneaky move that makes all the difference as they try to turn this season around. Now, I know some fans might be thinking, well, is he really the answer? And that's fair. There's always a risk when bringing in a veteran, especially one available mid-season, but the potential upside far outweighs the risk here. The Bears need a boost, and CJGJ's skill set and familiarity with the defensive system could be exactly what they need to shore up their secondary and regain some of that feared Chicago defense identity. Plus, his leadership qualities and intense playing style could motivate the younger players to elevate their game. In the grand scheme of things, this move could be a pivotal moment for the Bears' season. It's about making strategic, smart decisions that align with the team's long-term goals. If they manage to sign CJGJ, it could be a catalyst for better overall defensive performance, especially in crucial moments. And with the NFC North fiercely competitive, Vikings, Lions, Packers, every game matters, and having a solid, versatile defense could be the difference between a playoff berth or missing out altogether. So what's next? Well, it's all about whether the Bears can get this deal done. With the NFL trade deadline approaching, opportunities like this don't come around every day. The front office has to act quickly, weighing the immediate impact versus future potential. But if Poles and Eberflus can pull this off, it's a move that could define their season. Imagine CJGJ suiting up in that Bears uniform, bringing his grit and experience to Soldier Field, ready to fight for every inch. That's the kind of move that energizes a fan base and gives the team a new sense of purpose. And honestly, folks, this isn't just about patching a hole in the secondary. It's about sending a message. The Bears are serious about winning, about building a tough, resilient team that can challenge the best in the league. The NFL season is long, unpredictable, and every team faces setbacks. But the teams that make smart, bold moves at the right time are the ones that come out on top. And right now, bringing CJGJ into the fold could be one of those moves that shifts the momentum in their favor. So stay tuned, because this story is far from over. The Bears are always looking for ways to improve, and this potential signing is just one example of how they're trying to stay ahead of the curve. If they manage to close this deal, it'll be a move that fans will be talking about for weeks. You can bet that CJGJ's leadership and versatility could be exactly what the Bears need to finish this season strong and make a real push for the playoffs. And let's be honest, as Bears fans, we all want to believe that this is the year we finally get back to those glory days and every smart move counts. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think signing CJGJ would be the right move? Are you excited about the possibility of having such a versatile veteran in your secondary? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. Remember, this team is a family, and every voice counts as we look ahead to what could be an exciting, unpredictable season. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come.